Welcome ESL to week 5 in the GTP series, and we are at Daytona International Speedway as we get set for some qualifying. Your points leader heading into this race is Justin Chris. He was last week's winner as well in a wild race. It is a long way around. We'll see how many laps we'll get in qualifying here. Some cars are already out on the track. T the Queen. She was the first one out. She was trying to turn her season around. Currently 21st in the points. There is your points leader. This is Isabella Ramon. Currently 7th in the points. Corda Walker, 12th in the points. Most cars are out on the track. There goes Scott Stover. There's Freddie Tremor. He was actually your biggest mover in the points after last week, up 7 spots in 14th. Him and Eweezy. Eweezy moved up 7 spots as well, currently in 16th in the points. Second in the points is Emiliano. Third is Skylar Stevens. Fourth is Jason Brez. He's still on pit road. And fifth is Roland Woods. As we have a little over 5 minutes to go in qualifying. Tina Queen was your first one out. She's going to be the first driver to lay down a lap time. Minute 33.836. That is going to be the time to beat. There's Stuart Barnett, new driver to the league. He made his debut last week. We'll see what he can do today. Now it's Cordell Walker on top of the board. Justin Chris in second. Joe Beatty, 4th on the board. Another new driver, rookie driver. Skylar Stevens in second. Tom Johnson to the top of the board. As as we got a little over 3 minutes to go in qualifying. Emiliano to second, to third on the board. Freddie Trammell second on the board. Scott Stover to 6. Trent Rivera to second. As he bumps off a few people. Odeon to third. Doug Britton in 5th. Evan Ethel is 4th. Weezy to second on the board. Patrick Connery, our rookie driver in this series, just joined the league, currently in 13th. Isabella 13th, Roland Woods 14th. Trevor Lopez up to 4th. Drafting will be key at this track. Tom Johnson still on top of the board here. A little over a minute to go. There's Javier, currently in 22nd. Mike Mello 21st. As all these cars head on to pit road. So there are no cars out on the track here. Well, there's a few. The 55 of Christian and Jason Brez. There's a few cars coming out on the track, but they're not going to be able to cross the line in time. And qualifying is over. We got Tom Johnson on the pole, B. Weezy second, Trent Rivera third, Trevor Lopez fourth, Odeon fifth, Evan Ethel sixth, Freddie Trammell seventh, Doug Britton eighth, Emiliano ninth, and Skylar Stevens rounds out your top 10. Just waiting for the session to fully finish, and now it just did. I'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the race. Welcome back as we get set for week 5. Tom Johnson on the pole. Oval Road's team standings is tight. Northern Lights leading by 50 points over 307 and over 87 points from DOG. And Justin Chris only has a 5-point lead over Emiliano. Green flag waves and we are underway at Daytona. Weezy trying to battle for second. Gets a little wide coming out the turn. Trevor Lopez is there. So everyone is battling for position early on. Scott Stover in 13. Looks like Skylar Stevens almost made contact there. As Tom Johnson has pulled away just a little bit here. About a half-second lead. This part of the track can be problematic at times. Especially if you get into that S-turn side by side. We've seen people lose a race there many of times. Justin Chris down 4 positions, down in 20th. The Ironsides, he got by Mike Mello. Justin Chris, he's trying to get by that 27 as well if he can. There's Tina Queen, she's going to send it into the turn. A lot of battles at this part. Oh, and the 033 spins out. That's Nate Ironsides. He's trying to get it back together there. We'll see what happened to him from the chopper cam. He just went wide there. And he just spun out. Take one more look at it. Side by side, Justin Chris. No, they don't make no contact. He just lost it there. He's still out on the track. We'll see if he decides to come in out to pit road as Easy looking to take second away from Trent Rivera here. They're still side by side. In 4th, up 3 positions. We got a long way to go in this one. The Ironsides, he does not go onto pit road. He stays out. Didn't look like he had any damage. Currently in 6th. Tom Johnson still leads the way, but not by much. Can Trent try to make a pass here as he's trying to draft off the 5 heading into 1? Trent's going to go to the outside. Can he make the pass here for the lead? Gets very wide, loses it, and loses his position. Got very loose. Tried to. Didn't hit that braking zone good enough. Got very loose. Almost lost it there. That opened the door for the 299. And Trent Rivera still very loose. Not sure if something's wrong with that car. It is a very sunny day. It's 80 degrees. The track is at 121. Pretty warm track today. I would say hot track. This is definitely the hottest track we've seen this season. Can Tom Johnson hold off Eweezy here? Eweezy's gonna try to draft off him here as they get ready to cross the start-finish line. Can he draft enough to make the pass? He's gonna go to the outside. Can he make it work? Trent Rivera couldn't make it work. Weezy can't make it work either. Scott Stover. Oh, Jason Perez with an issue. Let's try to see what happened to Perez here. There's Roland Woods here as they head into this turn. Perez is in the, for some reason, Perez goes a little to the outside. And they make contact. That's not Woods' fault there. Looks like Perez got loose. Something happened to Perez for sure. There's an Alpha in ninth. Drivers getting a little too aggressive early on. We should have about 2 pit stops in this race. Unless these drivers start saving a ton of fuel, we might have a third. There's Joe Beatty, 22nd. Stuart Barnett in 23rd. There's Bryson getting by Patrick. Battle for second as well. Weezy and Rivera. Rivera cannot make the pass. It might lose one more spot here to Freddie Trammell. Great racing in that top 5 early on. Look at Weezy drifting around the turn. He's going to lose a spot. He definitely missed that braking zone. Luckily, he was able to save it. This is the part of the track where drivers are going to try to draft off each other. Lopez looks to the outside of Trammell. Does he have enough momentum? He does not. It looked like he did for a second. Scott Stover in 11th, side by side with the 41 of Skylar Stevens. Tire wear is going to start playing a role here. Starting to see a few cars slipping and sliding just a little bit here. Got to be able to manage their tires as best as they can. Check on Tom Johnson here. Let's do a rundown of your top 15. Tom Johnson, your leader. Trent Rivera in second. Weezy in third. Freddie Trammell fourth. Trevor Lopez sixth. Trevor Lopez 5th, Emiliano 6th, Odion in 7th, Doug Britton in 8th, Evan Ethel in 9th, down 3 spots, Mordell Walker in 10th, Scott Stover in 11th, Roland Woods 12th. Isabella Ramon, 13th. Skylar Stevens, 14th. Flip that around. And Bryson rounds out your top 15. Then something has happened. Chaos has ensued here. There's a few cars there, and that's Evan Ethel off the track, the 41. A ton of cars here. Might head to the garage. They're trying to move here, but man, it's chaos back here. Bryce is in the garage, Trevor Lopez, Cordell Walker. Let's try to see what happened here. It looks like this. Looks like the 66 started this mayhem. Makes contact with the 037, and unfortunately just spins out in front of everyone. Everyone's trying to get by. Some drivers just got either stuck on the grass, they just couldn't get going. That's unfortunate for a lot of drivers. Let's see if he made any contact here. He gets a little loose. He just gets loose going around a turn. Spins out, and it causes a traffic jam here. Man, that's tough. That is a very tough way to end your day, but it's not going to end the day for a lot of drivers. They'll be back out, but it's still tough to swallow. You got Bryson in the garage, Trevor, Lopez, and Walker. Those are the three in the garage for right now. We'll see when they come back out. Tom Johnson is still your leader here. So we got one Blue car, one Lost City, and one DOG car. There's Roland Woods up to 7th. Some drivers were able to capitalize from this mayhem that occurred. They were able to move up a few positions. Some drivers that didn't make out well. Evan Ethel, he lost 15 positions because of that. And Skylar Stevens lost 12. So unfortunately, those drivers suffered the consequences of that whole thing. And here comes Cordell Walker back out on the track, as well as Bryson. They are currently one lap down. I guess it's better than it be a bunch of laps down. Trevor Lopez is back out on the track. As we check on your leader, Tom Johnson, E. Weezy's right there, Trent Rivera, those are your top three. They have pulled away from your 4th place car, which is Freddie Trammell. Freddie Trammell is 5 seconds back. We'll see when pit stops commence, and they're coming into lap 10. So we might have quite a few pit stops today if drivers are coming in this early, and everyone's coming in. We'll see if anyone stays out. This might be about 4 stops, maybe 5. These pit stops are going to be big here. The drivers that stay out are the drivers that had to go to their garage. Out comes Trent Rivera with a great pit stop. He comes out your leader. Weezy second. Tom Johnson third. Emiliano fourth. Roland Woods fifth. As pit road is extremely busy. Everyone's coming out now. So now it's Trent Rivera, your leader. So we're going to have quite a few pit stops today. 2-second lead for Rivera. Then it's Tom Johnson in third. But we still have a lot of racing to go. Let's do your top 10 after that cycle. It's Trent Rivera, your leader. Weezy in second. Tom Johnson in third. Emiliano in fourth. Roland Woods in fifth. Leon in sixth. Freddie Trammell seventh. Mike Mello in eighth. Doug Britton and there's Scott Stover. They're trying to battle here. Scott Stover's in ninth now. Cedar Green and Doug Britton battling for 10th. There's Tina Queen in 11th, up 12 positions here. We'll check in on your points leader. He is currently 13th. Let's check on your top 5 in the points. Justin Chris is currently, he's your points leader. He is currently 13th in this race. Emiliano is second in the points, currently 4th in this race. Skylar Stevens, 3rd in the points. He was caught up in that mishap, currently 23rd. That's going to hurt him. Jason Brez also had an incident, currently 4th in the points, 20th in this race. And Roland Woods, 5th in the points, currently running in 5th in this race, so solid run so far. As Doug Britton gets by Scott Stover. Scott Stover very loose around the turn. Well, he is up 3 positions in the top 10. Roland Woods currently with the fastest lap in the race. As the field is pretty spread out now. We'll see if that changes any strategies for some of the crew chiefs. But Trent Rivera, your leader by almost 2.5 seconds. There's Easy in second. And there's Tom Johnson and Emiliano in third from 307 Motorsports. And 307 Motorsports, they need a good finish if they want to have a chance to gain some ground on Northern Lights in the point standings. Your biggest mover right now is the 27 of Mike Mello, up 13 positions. As teammates here battling for third, Emiliano gets by Tom Johnson. We'll see if Tom Johnson could come back on the outside here as they're about to cross the line. Tom Johnson wants his spot back as they head into turn one. Johnson very loose going around a turn there. So you have 3 cars of 307 Motorsports, third, fourth, and fifth. Jason Brez. This is a battle for 19th. As we check on your leader, Trent Rivera. Let's enjoy the sights and sounds of Daytona International Speedway for a few laps. Scott Stover was in an incident here. Let's try to see what happened here. Coming this right here in this turn, man. Turn. If you don't hit that braking zone just right, this is exactly what's gonna happen. No one touched him. He just spun out. Let's right on board the 43. He seems to be fine. Currently still out on the track. But the track is so slick that if you make any minor mistake, you could definitely spin out. Trent Rivera still holds the lead, but not by much, 0.7 of a second over Eweezy. As Trent Rivera gets very loose there, it's going to help Eweezy close the gap a little more. We might have a battle for the lead here. Can Eweezy use the draft to catch up to Rivera and try to attempt to make a pass heading into one? He's right there. He's gonna try to go to the outside. I don't think he could get there, and he cannot. Jason Perez moves up to 17th. The Queen in the top 10. She's up 13 spots. She is the biggest mover so far. This is the type of run she needed today. Jason Perez lost control. And it's probably heading into one. If you take that turn coming in a little hot, a little wide, this is exactly what's going to happen, especially in a hot track like today. And we have a battle for the lead. And Eweezy takes the lead away from Trent Rivera. And we have a few cars on pit road. This is a scheduled stop for the 71 of Cordell Walker. Trevor Lopez on pit road. Comes the 71 of Cordell Walker back out on the track. And there's Bryson. Trevor Lopez still in his stall. Now he comes out. And there goes around the 43 of Scott Stover. Once again, he needs to go on to pit road and get some tires. He has some issues going on. There's another car. That's the 41 of Skylar Stevens. That's not going to bring out the caution. Skylar Stevens gets around him. Out comes Matt Green. It's been a rough day for some of these drivers. And here comes the leaders onto pit road. Eweezy, Trent Rivera, Emiliano, Roland Woods. I think everyone else is coming on in. Who will come out of pit road first here? Because this is basically for the lead. And this Eweezy first. Rivera second. Emiliano third. Roland Woods fourth. Right now we're showing Luigi as your leader, but he still needs to come onto pit road. We have 26 cars on the lead lap. That's what this is showing. I think Luigi comes in this time by. Skylar Stevens on pit road and Scott Stover and Brez. All these cars definitely needed to come in because they were struggling. Luigi continues to stay out. He has enough fuel to stay out a little longer. Hopefully he didn't run out of fuel. And it looks like he did. He didn't get into his pit stall. I think he is out of fuel. Yeah, he is definitely out of fuel. You could hear the engine sputtering along. Out of fuel goes the number 100 here. Luigi Romano. That's a long way around. He is not going to make it back onto pit road. Hopefully he don't get in nobody's way here. Missed your pit stop around here. It's a long way around. And Luigi's in the garage. Luigi is your leader by 1 second. Let's go through your top 15 as we're getting close to the halfway point. Luigi, your leader. Trent Rivera, second. Emiliano, third. Roland Woods, fourth. Tom Johnson, fifth. Odeon, sixth. Freddie Trammell, seventh. Doug Britton, eighth. Mike Mello, ninth. Tina Queen in 10th. Javier Vasquez in 11th. Isabella Ramon, 12th. Joe Beatty, 13th. Justin Chris 14th. And Matt Green rounds out your top 15. Emiliano gets by Trent Rivera. That was for second place. Up 7 positions on the move. Can he catch up to Eweezy and close that gap? He's still gonna have a few more pit stops to go. It's like 11 laps on fuel. Luigi's on pit road. He got the fuel he needed and is coming back out onto the track. As Javier has spun out. There he is. He's currently shown as 16th. Can he get back out on that track? He is still not moving. He's backing up now, trying to get back out there. He is down to 19th and he is spinning on the grass there. And he is headed back to the garage. Eweezy still in the lead. Tom Johnson, something must have happened to Tom Johnson as well. Oh man, he spun out in front of a few drivers here. He was in the top 10. Oh, Roland Woods spun out, and the number 5 of Tom Johnson, Daytona, is taking casualties today. Everyone luckily is trying to get by. And they do, for the most part, but that slows down a few drivers quite a bit. Roland Woods has a little bit of damage there. Emiliano 4 seconds back. As we're gonna ride on board Trent Rivera for a few laps. you see, these drivers have their hands full today here at Daytona. Some drivers are doing fairly well. Some are struggling for sure. It looks like Doug Britton had an issue. He is currently in the garage. There he is. He probably spun out and then he couldn't get back on the track, and that's exactly what happened to the 84. It's when you get into that turn wide that's where the issue is. Gotta have to like hug that line in the first turn there, not to spin out. Scott Stover up in 20th, picks up another spot. We currently have one car on pit road, and that is Joel Brady. He's been on pit road for almost 4 minutes, so a serious issue with the 89. And this is his first race, unfortunately. Not the way you want to start. We still have 20 cars on the lead lap. Tina Queen in 5th. Aldion with an issue. At this rate, you just want to keep your car out on the track because anything could happen. You still have a shot to gain a few more positions. So Aldion down to 10th. I mean, it actually didn't hurt him that bad, as he was able to get back out on the track fast enough. As we have a few cars on pit road. Cordell Walker's on pit road. And Bryson, they're both on a different pit cycle than everyone else because they had an issue early on. As well as Trevor Lopez, he is on pit road. As Eweezy is still your leader by 5.5 seconds. As Cordell Walker is back out. Oh, and Trent Rivera with an issue. I could guarantee you these drivers are on the outside when they spin. They touch that. There you go. They touch that line. And that is all it takes. You just want to be able to survive. At this point, if you could just survive and not spin out, you have a great chance of finishing well. And look at this. Stuart Barnett in the top 10. That's great to see for him in the top 10. He's been holding it steady, not making mistakes. And sometimes that's all it takes, and you can capitalize on not making mistakes. And he is currently 9th, having a great showing. As we are at the halfway point of this race. Everyone's on pit road. Weezy's on pit road. Emiliano. Freddie Trammell's on pit road. Tina Queen. She's currently 4th, up 19 positions. She's having a solid run today. Weezy comes out of pit road. Stevie Green comes out. Freddie Trammell comes out. Their points leader currently showing in 8th. So he has bounced back. He was like in 15th not too long ago. Out comes Odion. He's gonna come out in 10th as Matt Green. Him and Matt Green almost got into it. That was very close. Skylar Stevens on pit road. Jason Brez comes out. The 43's on pit road. He's coming out now. Currently in 18th. Here comes Skylar Stevens. Trent Rivera still on pit road. Comes out now. Roland Woods. He seems to have a serious problem as he is missing his whole front of his car. So not sure when he wrecked. Whoa, is he goes airborne. Let's try to slow this down. He tries to miss Trent Rivera. It goes airborne, almost flips, and it hits the wall. And that's how his whole front end comes off. Let's ride on board Roland Woods here. He went for a wild ride. And that's why he is on pit road. With some serious damage. He might be there for a while. Weezy's still in the lead. 7.5 second lead. Let's go through your top 15. This Weezy's first, Emiliano second, T the Queen third, having such a great race, up 20 positions. Freddie Trammell in fourth, Mike Mello in fifth. That's great for him, a top 5 if he could hold it. Isabella Ramon 6th, Justin Chris 7th, Matt Green 8th, Odion 9th, Stuart Barnett having a great run in the top 10. Christian having a great race as well. Patrick Connery, first race in the league, currently 12th. Jason Brez 13th. Cordell Walker 14th. And Evan Ethel rounds out the top 15. Let's enjoy the sights and sounds of Daytona International Speedway for a few laps. Tom Johnson is on pit road. The Ironsides with an issue in the garage. I think Tom Johnson is on a different pit schedule than everyone else because he had an issue earlier. He's still in the lead by about 6 seconds. Emiliano there in second, and that is Tina Queen in third. But Tina Queen is 26 seconds behind the leader. There's Stuart Barnett in 10th, up 15 positions. Great race for the rookie as he goes by the number 7, Javier Vasquez. He's about 14 seconds behind Odeon. The Ironsides is on pit road. As the race is starting to wind down. Probably have 1 or 2 more pit stops. I mean, so much has happened though that as long as you can stay out on the track, you have a shot. And it looks like Justin Chris had an issue. Who else is there? Not sure who's that. Someone from the Brew Crew there. Ooh, and the 84 took a shot. Teammates trying to battle here. And they just make contact heading into 1. Justin Chris pushes Doug Britton way to the outside and ends up making contact. That's Isabella Ramon in there as well. Ordell Walker currently in 14th. Skylar Stevens with the fastest lap so far today. Even with that issue for Justin Chris, he's still in 8th in the top 10. That's how much separation there is between positions. If you look, your 10th place car, which is Patrick Connery, is over a minute behind the leader, and he's your 10th place car. Ordell Walker on pit road. Weezy with a 7-second lead here. But not everyone has had issues today. The track is starting to cool down. At one point, it was at 120. I think 24 degrees. That was the highest it got for the heat. Very slick track to start the race. We still have 14 cars on the lead lap. There's Emiliano in second. That is Tita Queen in third. Side by side, that's a tough spot to go side by side. I'm surprised no one wrecked right there. Bryson on pit road. Weezy almost makes contact there with Odeon. That was definitely Odeon. Weezy just barely snuck by, but it was a big impact there. Very big impact there. That's Tom Johnson. It looked like someone ran into them, but not sure. Not 100%. Oh, there, someone did run into them. That was Jason Perez. Took off the wing out of the 5. As pit stops have started. Out comes Matt Green out of pit road. Here comes Easy into his pit stall. We still have 11 cars on the lead lap. Not many. We're starting to run out. Emiliano on pit road. Tita Queen, Freddie Trammell. Out comes Easy. And Emiliano. Emiliano's the only driver that has a chance to get by Easy. He had a decent pit stop here. About 5 seconds back. Comes out of pit road. Mike Mello coming out. Freddie Trammell, Tita Queen. This race has been survival of the fittest. Connery's on pit road, as well as Stuart Barnett, Skylar Stevens. There is Evan Ethel, considering the day he had. He's doing pretty well. He's coming out of pit road in 13th. Scott Stover on pit road. You got Brez, Tom Johnson, but they were involved in an incident. Out comes Skylar Stevens. Christian finally comes in. Here comes Scott Stover. That was Isabella Ramon that went around there in the first turn. Stover comes out 18th. You see those drivers that when they go into that first turn, when they take that line, it depends where you take that line. It could cause you to just lose control, especially as your tires begin to wear down. Your biggest mover is Tita Queen, up 20 positions. She desperately needed a race like this today. Look at her stats for today, for the season so far. She finished 21st in Indianapolis. 26 at Motegi. Then she had a good run at Watkins Glen, finished in 5th. And then at Worldwide Tech, she finished 22nd. And today she is 3rd. So she desperately needed a run like she's having today. She just needs to close it out. So we still have 12 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap is the 71 of Cordell Walker. He is currently 12th and having a decent run. And he is currently 12th in the points. As we check on your leader, E-Weezy. Almost a 9-second lead. As we got 17 laps to go, we're going to have one more pit stop. And then a race to the finish. And the track continues to cool down to 109. E-Weezy almost loses it there, almost makes contact. I think that's Ethel, he almost made contact. He might lose a little time there to Emiliano. 7 seconds, almost lost a second. The leader. On a programming note, tomorrow is IndyCar, Supercars first, and then IndyCar. IndyCar is at Road America, and Supercars double check the Supercars here. Supercars are at Long Beach. That's a one pit stop race. Javier on pit road. As he comes out of pit road, comes out 18th. This is a battle for 9th. That's Christian Bryson. Easy has lost some time. His lead is only 5.5 seconds now. It might be possible if he made a lot of contact with the 38. Might have some type of issue. There's Emiliano has a little bit of traffic to deal with. We got Justin Chris in the garage. And there's a few cars on pit road. Can the 056 get by this traffic? And maybe gain some ground on Easy. As we're getting close to the last pit stop here today. Tina Queen still in fourth. Freddie Trammell in, Tina Quinn in third, Freddie Trammell in fourth. Matt Green gets by Mike Mello. That was for fifth. He's up 15 positions. Matt Green is currently 11th in the points. Great run for Mello in sixth. And for the rookie, the first start, currently in the seventh, you got Patrick Connery and Stuart Barnett in eighth. They've just been consistent all day long. They haven't made the big mistakes. We have 10 cars on the lead lap with 12 laps to go. Close it out. This has got Trent Rivera up ahead of him. Let's take a look at where the Northern Lights is currently running, because they are the team that's leading in the Oval Road points, team points. And you have, there's Justin Chris, he's currently 20th. Evan Ethel currently in 11th. 26. I mean, pit stops are starting to happen, so these numbers are probably not going to be 100% accurate here. Trying to stay ahead of Freddie Tremble here. As Matt Green is on pit road, and this is the last pit stop of the race. When will the leader decide to come on in? As Matt Green comes out of pit road. Javier spins out. Someone else did there too. Not sure who that is. That was Odeon. Emiliano on pit road. As well as your leader, Easy. These are big pit stops here, especially for Easy. Here comes Emiliano too, right on cue. How much can he close the gap here? There's one car separating first and second, and the lead is only 4 seconds for Emiliano. So he still has a shot to win this race. There's a lot of cars on pit road. Pit road is pretty busy. Mike Mello's coming out. There's Stuart Barnett. Evan Ethel on pit road. And Pat Connery. As out comes the 18. He's going to come out 8th, looks like. The 84 went end around. Here comes Skylar Stevens. Out 13th. I think that's almost everyone that needs to come in. You got Scott Stover still on pit road. He's about to come out. Just got a few that are on pit road and a few that are in the garage. Out comes Scott Stover. 15th. Christian's on pit road as well. Only It'll be 8 laps to go when they cross the line. But Eweezy's lead has shrunk down to 3 seconds. So it looks like we're going to have a race on our hands if Emiliano continues to close that gap. Still about a 3.5 second lead. We're going to take a few tenths. Emiliano needs a drafting partner here, so he could really try to close in on the 299. As Eweezy has no one to draft off of. See if Emiliano could close that gap. As Trevor Lopez there could try to help draft. Let's do your top 15 one more time now that we've completely cycled through. This Eweezy in first. Emiliano in second. In third, Freddie Trammell having a great day. T the Queen as well in fourth. Matt Green in fifth. Mike Mello in sixth. Patrick Connery in seventh. Stuart Barnett in 8th, Bryson in 9th, Evan Ethel in the top 10 in 10th. He has recovered very well. Trevor Lopez in 11th, Christian in 12th. Skylar Stevens in 13th. Scott Stover in 14th. And Trent Rivera rounds out your top 15. As we see Skylar Stevens there get by the 55. Now Emiliano is only 2 seconds behind Eweezy. So things are starting to heat up. Whoa, and an incident there. And that might open the door for the 056. Now Emiliano has a chance to take the lead on the outside. With 6 laps to go. Eweezy holding on. But for how long? Now it's a 2-car race. It's going to be 5 laps to go when they cross the stripe. Lopez being an outside is not helping the whole 56. But that lead is under a second here. They Ironsides on pit road. I think it was the 38 of Evan Ethel and Eweezy. They almost got into it, really slowed down to 299. And it helped Emiliano close the gap and close it quick, as he is almost to the bumper of the 299. This would be a big win for 307 Motorsports, especially in the point standings, if they can make this happen. Emiliano out on the outside. Can Eweezy hold on for a few more laps? They also got to worry about Trevor Lopez. He might cause some trouble here. Emiliano's going to bounce to the outside after trying to draft for a little while. Can the all 56 make a pass here? Heading into one. Did not have enough momentum to make the pass there. And there goes Trevor Lopez in the way. Oh. Emiliano had to worry about that car that was spun out. Definitely slowed him down. Trevor Lopez is in between the leader and the second place car. He is creating havoc right now for these two. Now he's going to try to get by the leader. That would probably be the best thing to happen. Can Emiliano get another run here to get by the leader? Three more laps to go here at Daytona. None of these drivers can make a mistake. That will cost them the race. Trevor Lopez continues to stay in the way in between both of these drivers. Eweezy wants him to stay there, but Emiliano wants him to move out the way so he can have a shot at taking the lead, because he is running out of time. Trevor Lopez bounces it to the outside, takes that high groove. It's not going to do much. There is one car ahead of the leader here. If they can catch him, that's going to be another problem for the leader to have to deal with. The other question is, do they have enough fuel to make it to the end? 2 laps to go. Hopefully they calculated right in their last pit stop. As they continue. Not to be separated by much, 0.7 of a second. There you can see, I think that's Stuart Barnett up ahead. Weezy gets loose coming out the turn. He is wheeling that car. This is the part of the track that Emiliano can gain some ground. He's going to get behind Trevor Lopez, try to use the draft to gain a little bit more ground. Trevor Lopez is going to bounce it to the inside. They're side by side going into that turn. That's very dangerous. And then Emiliano takes advantage and moves up to moves past Trevor Lopez. So now he's going to have a shot to win this race. As the white flag waves, a last lap here at Daytona. Can the 056 make a pass here on a last lap after Weezy has been leading most of this race? He is right there. Weezy looking for his first win of the season. And there's Stuart Barnett. That's another issue that Weezy is going to have to deal with. Weezy gets loose coming out the turn. That's the second time in 2 laps. The 056 is all over the 299. He's just waiting for an opening here. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Can he make the pass here? He can't make it yet. He's going to try to duck back down and try to draft off of him a little more as they head into turn 9, 10, and 11. This is going to be his last chance here to make the pass. Can he make it? And he is drafting off the 299. He's going to wait to make his move. As they go around the final turn, it's going to be a race to the start-finish line. The checkered flag waves. Weezy wins at Daytona in week 5 and gets his first win of the season. We had a race there at the end. I thought Emiliano was going to have a run at it, just couldn't get there. This is Low Fuels Racing's first win of the season in any series. In second, Emiliano. Third, Freddie Trammell. Great run by him. Fourth, Tina Queen. Great run by her. Matt Green, 5th. Mike Mello, 6th. Patrick, 7th. Stuart Barnett, 8th. Skylar Stevens, 9th. And Christian rounds out your top 10. Definitely a wild race here at Daytona. Some drivers didn't have any issues. Some had too many issues. It's just how it goes sometimes. You can have a very fast car. And then wrecks happen, a lot of things happen, and you just don't end well. But cars that might not have all that speed are just consistent, don't make mistakes, and they finish well. We had a few drivers, a lot of different names in that top 10. Mike Mello, Patrick Connery, Stuart Barnett, Christian. I mean, those drivers all in the top 10. Congrats to them for putting together a good run today. On tap for tomorrow is the Supercars and the Indy Cars, and on Wednesday it'll be Next Gen, and that'll cap off week 5. But it was a good day of racing. Like always, thank you for supporting the stream and the league. I will see you guys next time.